at some point, and he just straight up bought a Dagon 3. And with that pickup, they immediately just turned the fight from the mid lane. I think that was a big turning point. Team Secret just trying to brute force their way up high ground, and mid 1 gets surprised by the immediate duel, as well as the Dagon 3 Reaper Scythe, and from then on, Mousesports just didn't have to put themselves at risk. Just constantly pick people off one by one, and just won off of that.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. That was like the big couple of turning moments. Was we saw them find pickoffs with the Dagon, but also just blow up mid 1 even in the team fights. Like having the damage to catch him and kill him within the duration of a Reaper's really made that work. And then I think about like that later point in time in the game when mid 1 showed up mid to try and the rest of his team was away, and then they were able to just Dagon and Reaper, and it was done. So to me at least, it feels like that was just something that Team Secret weren't totally prepared for, and that doesn't feel like necessarily a drafting error, but they did end up banning out this time around some different heroes. It looks like they're taking out the Ancient Apparition, the Bat Rider, which I think is the same as last time, and it's not going to be Mouse picking up the Bounty Hunter yet. They're waiting.
Dire team ban.
Well, they do have the Clockwork pickup, so it might be just maybe next time playing this Clockwork. We'll just have to wait and see, because right now with this opening, I'm just gonna assume it's 2 supports.
They also banned out the Nature's Prophet, which I think is probably the right move. Sparta, like, he ended up being the target that they went for often, but that also meant that it was like he was always there to be the follow-up, you know what I mean? And like to be the piece to the puzzle that tried to get the kill or get the towers taken. I'm kind of curious where they go with it next, but Bane and Nyx Assassin, we've seen Puppy play a lot of Bane recently. He seems to like that hero.
Yeah, for good reason. I mean, it's had some increasing success. I think like the hero overall has a pretty solid skill set. It's just not so easy to play all the time.
Yeah.
But when you get it to work, I mean, it works.
Yeah. We also saw the Invoker ban. I think that makes sense. You don't want to be concerned about that global presence. They're going to take a Puck now, so that could be off lane or mid lane. Not sure which way they're going to decide to go with it, but another one of those get stuff done early heroes.
It's also good for the Wisp overall.
10 seconds.
So you just see them relocate in and drop your coil, double silence.
5
it's
seconds.
just good AoE, solid initiator.
Yeah,
Team
very much so.
Turn to pick.
All right, and Mouse, they're going to go for the Skylark Legion Commander again. So that does signal that it's going to be the Clockwork for maybe next time. And this was, I feel like a lot of the success was just built around this hero, and they're getting pretty much everything that they would have wanted. I'm concerned for Team Secret. I don't know if it's like a stubbornness or they feel like they could have played better or what's going on, but I mean, are they stopping Mouse from doing what they're wanting? Is Mouse basically getting what they want in this draft?
I think it'll come. I think we'll know with the next few picks. I think like I mean, it's Team Secret, right? There's no way that they are going to just lose that game 1 and then not make any adjustments, right? I'm not saying they're going to get 2-0'd, I'm not saying they're going to get 2-0'd like that, or that it's going to go to a 2-1 or anything. Nothing is certain, but they're definitely experienced enough to know that they need to make some changes.
Okay, I'm with you there. We also do have a Broodmother still in the pool. That's something to consider. They're going to take the Ursa for now. I guess that's the matchup against the Legion Commander. Is that the way that they're looking at it?
Yeah, I think this Ursa pickup, not only is it good for the Legion Commander, it's also good for a Clockwork in case you get caught out. You know, a Clockwork is just going to have to buy a Force Staff immediately, because if you want to initiate on an Ursa, you have to cog him and then Force Staff out, because you do not want to be in a ring with Ursa.
Yeah, that is quite true, and we'll have to watch and see how Ace does on that hero. I'm not sure if Sparta plays Puck actually, but let's see. Where did Mouse Sports go from here? Something else to be the follow-up for the Legion Commander duel, maybe. What do you think?
Trying to think of something right now. You need something that can follow up on Legion Commander, but also be able to deal with a puck as well as an Ursa. Mostly an Ursa.
So something that can kite an Ursa. What about like a Quap? Is it too early to take your mid laner right now?
Quap is a little risky because there's a lot of heroes that actually deal very well with her right now. There's Nyx, there's a Bane, there's a puck. So.
Whoa.
Shadowfiend. Wow, we haven't seen this in a while.
And 4th pick to boot. He'll have help from the IO, so that's something that's kind of going nice for him at least.
It is always kind of scary to play Shadowfiend against an Ursa, but he does have the protection of a Legion as well as a Clockwork, so we'll see how it works out for them. I think Team Secret should just stick to their early laning dominance. I think with this Ursa pick, you can mostly just leave them alone. Alternatively, you know, if they decide to dual lane, for example, Bane can always lane with the Ursa. You can sleep into Earthshock, and then you just right-click people down.
Yeah.
I think this last pick for Team Secret should definitely be another strong laning hero that can just combo up with the supports.
Good decision there to ban out the Broodmother. You certainly don't want to have to deal with that. And Mouse Sports, last pick for themselves now. We need ourselves a Madara hero. And he knows that he's going to be going up against an Ursa late game as the carry. Anything really strike your fancy there?
Remaining.
It would be kind of cool for them to
5 seconds
to just kite him and pick something to deal with everyone else.
Drow? No, that's terrible.
Secret.
I actually think Drow is not even that bad.
Ooh,
they're gonna go with the Void.
All right,
that is so strange.
What's so strange about it? They don't have a ton of damage to throw into the Chrono, do they?
Well, I mean, it's just a Shadow Fiend, so if you manage to, I mean, the Chrono. This is the thing about it. Like sometimes I feel like Chrono really does nothing if you don't have a good follow up.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think like with a lineup like this, it's actually okay. You can actually use them as zoning Chronos now. You don't actually care about catching people out.
All right, zoning Chronos. We heard it here first. It's the way to play for Mouse Sports. And the Terrorblade last pick, most likely going to be played for mid one as Sparta takes the puck. Yapsor on the Nyx. And, well, I guess that they could switch it up and do it however they wanted it with Ace. But I feel like mid one was the one playing Terrorblade before. God, can you imagine if you Chrono the wrong team, though? That would be really, really bad, because Team Secret certainly have a lot of damage to throw into the Chronosphere.
They won't mess it up.
All right.
But you can definitely see the adjustment coming out of Team Secret now. They're no longer going for that, you know, early game type of thing, like no late game damage at all.
Yeah. Well, they also, I think the other thing to keep in mind is that Thug is going to be coming to lane with a lot of souls, most likely.
Oh yeah, that's something that I always forget about whenever I see the Clockwork pickup, and then you kind of sneak in that Shadow Fiend, knowing that he's going to have a good lane.
Yeah.
Because cogs have souls.
Working as intended, I'm sure. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. It definitely makes it tough, but I guess that means that he's going to be able to... Can he compete then with mid one for damage if mid one goes Metamorphosis and like pops it at the very beginning?
I think Terrorblade still comes out on top.
Okay.
Or I'm pretty sure that's the case. Because if you look at Terrorblade, you get 20 damage and he's at 57, so he'll end up with 77 if he pops the Metamorphosis.
Yeah. And
Thug, he's gonna walk into lane with, I'm gonna have to assume, let's say like 12.
12 is conservative. Usually you can get that. I remember when like this first started to come around and people were like doing it at the very beginning. I saw Infamous do it and they ended up with like 3 souls because they did never coordinate.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing it perfectly right now. They're getting 3 every single time.
Yeah. It sort of depends when you want to move out for your bounty rune, because you can get as much as 18, but when that happens, it means that I think your Shadow Fiend doesn't get a bounty rune, and you usually aren't in lane in time to block either. But they can get to lane with a lot of souls. So we'll see.
This is the last one. This is the last one. You move out now, and then you basically do it one more time at the root.
Yeah. So 12 already, a good start.
Yeah, 15.
Secret, I don't know. Are
doing it.
Like, the thing about this here is that I normally see teams, when they move out at the very beginning, go to try and kill the Shadow Fiend. And that's the way that you deal with it, is you get those souls taken away right at the start. But instead, they're moving up to try and... mess with Madara. So he's going to go to lane with 80 damage.
Alright, you're right. It is higher than Terrorblades.
That's nuts. And he's going to get a really good block also. Oh, go get those souls! What are you doing, Thug? Oh, come on now. He could have at least got one. Yeah.
Yeah, he could have at least got one.
Alright, well, how do they deal with this? They're going to bring 3 heroes mid. Yapzor, Puppey. Unfortunately, they're within view, and, well, you don't want to trade right clicks. Actually, Puppey might still be able to trade right clicks with them. Yeah, this is...
the tri-lane mid to deal with this Shadow Fiend.
I don't know if it's going to be enough, honestly.
Nice try from maybe next time to try to cog him.
Alright, well, Thug, Shadow Fiend, going to start to really put the hurtin' to mid one here, and we'll have to keep our eyes on that and how it works out. Skylark was able to pull the creep wave all the way past. He was able to sneak one away from there, as Madara is going to have a good time against Sparta here in lane, I think. So, by and large, it's looking like a good start for Mouse.
Tri-lane mid. This is what it takes to beat a 18 soul Shadow Fiend right from the get-go.
Man, and maybe next time, just look at him. He's even, like, messing with mid one right now and taking away his ability to farm underneath the tower, getting all these denies, just sitting at 18 souls, and mid one doesn't have an answer.
I mean, the nice thing that Secret have going for them is that these side lanes, the Ursa is obviously going to do very well against the Legion Commander, and Puck not really going to have any issues when it comes to dealing with Faceless Void as well, so...
Yeah.
Even though they end up tri-laning mid, I mean, they're gonna do fine when it comes to their side lanes.
Yeah. Well, let's see now. What else do we have? About to be the 2-minute mark. It looks like Bane is going to come and contest this rune. That shuts Spartan down and keeps him away from it. Maybe next time also is going to make that move over, and it looked like he wanted to try and steal the bounty rune as well away. Mid one able to get some CS here under tower, but even still, nothing's coming easily to this guy. Man. Interestingly enough, he's still been able to get about the same amount of CS as Thug. It's just that there's more denies on the Thug. 6 is the total number once you take into consideration the cogs. So 11 and 7 versus the 8 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that is just thanks to the supports being there. Uh-oh, maybe next time gonna be in a bit of trouble.
Now they got him caught. A lot of damage, and maybe next time, Cogs push back Puppey, he gets first blood.
Would have been nice if mid one was able to get that, but still a very helpful kill.
Alright, he actually has some damage now with this Terrorblade. He saves it until it's the 2nd level, so that way he can out-damage Thug. That was actually kind of a cool adjustment that mid one made.
Well, this focus on the Terrorblade is going to be very important for Secret. You definitely want to make sure your Terrorblade is the one who has a good game here. I think the other two are going to have a decent time, regardless of how the laning goes.
Yeah.
Or rather, I find it very difficult for them to see how they would have a difficult laning phase, because if Mousesports commit too much to these side lanes just to make sure that, you know, Skylark has a better time or Madara has a better time, then Thug is going to be the one who suffers, and then mid one is going to have a really easy time on the Terrorblade.
Yeah. Well, and, you know, you take a look at it, and Sparta doesn't get a ton of CS right now, but he is level 3. You compare that to the Legion Commander, who's also level 3, but Legion's been able to steal a couple of these creep waves. And
Spartan?
They're trying to go, but not going to be within range. He's able to tether away. They pick up a bounty rune, and now going to head back mid to try and deal with Thug, who is Currently sitting with a boatload of denies and last
Dire
hits.
are scanning.
Ooh, haste on maybe next time? Possibly a chance at a kill here?
Oh, they want to go for Puppy instead, I think. They scanned him out, so they know he's here.
Yeah. It's a haste turn going to wear off, though, in a second. And mid one playing the safe. I think that they might have caught sight of the clock, possibly. Yeah, he's going to run out there now and just going to end up getting on the right side of this. Probably a good decision not to stick too far for it. Nightmare comes down. Yapzor has the stun to follow. They have the call to push back, though. It only gets us onto the Nyx assassin. Fairy Fire trying to stay alive. Turns, kills off Yapzor. Spartan was actually the one that ended up getting the kill. And now mid one in trouble. He's going to be pulled back in. He ends up missing the raise. And it doesn't matter. He's still going to go down. Maybe next time picks that up. And Thug, he had already used his salve, but he should be able to get healed back up by Spartan. Never mind. Spartan doesn't have any items. He's got his bottle coming out, though. That'll be enough.
It's fine. They got the shrine.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, he's also got the bottle now, too.
Yeah.
So things are looking great for Mouse Sports right now. That big turnaround in the mid lane. Gotta always be careful with the Fairy Fire. What a great item that is.
And made him, punished him quite heavily for it. They're also going to use the shrine up top, and Faceless Void, he's got to be a little bit careful. Brought down sort of low. Io is waiting off to the side here to help him out if things get too testy, and they'll be using one of those charges to get him up. But with the rest of Secret rotating in, they get the Nightmare there. The Impale is going to end up connecting onto 2. They decide to turn onto Madara, but no chance at a kill at all.
That was some great plays from Madara. He actually broke the Nightmare and just made it like so chaotic for Secret. I don't think it actually dodged any spells. It might have, but Secret, I'm pretty sure Secret had a very hard time trying to target people because of that. Because the Nightmare was switched so many times.
And Spartan also, he was able to get that bounty rune, so that keeps him a little bit more alive than it would have been otherwise.
Oh,
Sparta trying to get a kill.
Oh,
Oh, the overcharge with the damage reduction. I think that might have kept him alive.
It's hard to say. I'm gonna assume it did.
Because he was alive on like nothing.
I will just say it did, just
okay.
to hype it up, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how you look at it, that was a 6 play.
Yeah. And he gets back home, not losing anybody up there when they commit 3 heroes. And that's come at the cost of mid one having a tough time mid for the last couple of minutes. I mean, 31-7 versus 44 and 31. Keep in mind, 12 of those are souls, but I mean, a lot of them aren't. 19 denies outside of it.
I mean, the one important thing though is that Ace is having a free lane right now.
Okay.
Like, I mean, this matchup is just pretty much impossible for the LC. So LC is only level 5 right now. I mean, look at Ace. Ace is farming not only the lane but also the side camp.
Yeah.
And he's about to hit level 8. So this Ursa is gonna be the saving grace for Secret. I mean, it's not even like mid one's doing terribly either. So
yeah, that's true.
This is something that's gonna be somewhat scary for Mouse Sports for sure.
Well, just about that 8-minute mark, they're going to have themselves another rune to pick up here. Skylark, the normal farming spot for a Legion commander on the stair to the Ancients.
Are scanning.
And let's take a look at net worths now as we look across each of the lanes. Looking fairly even, as you mentioned. The big difference is that Skylark's been able to get a little bit more out of the off lane than the Puck has so far.
A lot of stacks for Mouse Sports right now. 3 stacks each. Gonna be helping Spartan get to level 6.
Oh, man.
They're gonna be able to give Clockwork some EXP, so this is pretty important as well.
And him getting up to level 6 can make all the difference in the world. It does obviously give mid one a little bit of a freer time of it, and he's going to be able to push that lane out, maybe even retreat to the jungle a little bit if he wants. Look at these wards, though. They have pretty perfect vision over mid one the entire time, so they know what he's up to.
They're probably not feeling too pressured right now to deal with them. I think they're going to be happy with how much they were able to do to him in lane, and just going to wait for the levels on Legion Commander, almost level 6, and nothing else from the support top lane. They find a kill on Sparta.
I don't know how that happened. All right.
No, they just chrono him.
Okay. Well, nicely done there. Chronosphere used, and Spartan ends up picking up the kill.
Going to be very helpful for him. Almost puts him at level 6. Makes it so that the Clockwork can be the one who takes the tome. So both supports going to hit level 6 at a decent time. Which is perfect for a Wisp lineup. You want to be able to have the setup as well as the relocate to make those pickoffs happen.
And Madara just doesn't give a damn. They come at him and he just fires back, jumps forward aggressively, punches them in the face. They want to make something happen, obviously, since Chronosphere is down, but it's really hard to do that against a Wisp Void.
He is gonna get level 6 off that bounty, so perfect for Spartan right now, right on the 10-minute mark.
Yep.
Where can they make things happen, though? Ursa has a Vlad, so he's pretty hard to take down. There's not exactly a great amount of burst damage for him right now, unless Thug is there to triple race him and he's unable to ulti.
So probably not going to happen, is what you're saying.
Yeah, not very likely.
No.
If he gets his ulti, or the next level of his ulti, then it's going to be a little better. Then the Requiem actually can do quite a bit. Madara jump up. Doesn't have the chrono.
Yeah. It's kind of like you lull him into a false sense of security, though. Like, you jump forward once and you get him to keep on trying to phase shift and jump back, and then when you do have the chrono, eventually you just pop it on him and blow him up. At least that's what I imagine in my head.
Every little thing counts.
Look, see? He's wearing him down. Shadow Fiend, though, he's already gone into the Dragonlance early on. This is always a hero to me that he feels like he has somewhat flexible builds. Sometimes Shadow Blade, sometimes you see this Dragonlance build. What do you think he's going to be going for? Is he just going to like try and stand in front of everybody with the IO behind him as the... I told you, lull him into a false sense of security. Madara ends up killing him. Is he eventually going to be going into, like, you know, more of those just nuts right-click items, or do you think Shadow Blade's a build eventually?
He wants to get the Hurricane Pike first because of this potential threat that is Ursa. Oh, here we go.
Alright.
1 raise, 2 raise. He's going to be able to ulti away.
Skylark! Oh, he ends up doing it. Thug goes on the ulti, though. Oh, man, that was close. Alright.
I'm wondering if it would have been better if Thug hit level 12 first, and then they basically do the dual setup, and then he walks up and point blank Requiem.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, that's a good point. That might have been stronger. But I mean, it's still the strength that you can see. They end up finding the kill on the Ursa, and that's something that they needed to do, even though they don't get the dual damage and Skylark dies.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the trade.
Oh, Mask of Madness Void should be able to farm quite effectively. Sparta, in the meantime, up top here, only level 6 compared to the 7 of Skylark. Do you think the puck needs to rotate now that he's gotten his level 6 online? Do you think that might be a way to go for Secret?
I feel like he should be utilizing his ulti for sure. Yeah. I feel like they could get a lot of potential kills, but it seems like they're not making any moves with him. It's very strange.
Yeah. Alright, jump forward, punch him in the face.
Oh, if he bashed him right there, that would have been so bad, because he jaunted in at the very last moment. He would have actually not been able to jaunt, but I think they're trying to bait him out right now, because Bane is about to hit level 6.
Maybe next time also has 6, though. They spotted out that the smoke was broken, and a little bit too late the dust came. So they won't find the Nyx Assassin, but they know he's over here now. So if you're Mouse, gotta be a little bit careful. Like you said, level 6 on Puppy. They're looking for that grip, and he's gonna be able to find it from the fog. No, the interruption! No! The catch! That's gonna be a pushback.
Nicely done by Madara.
So
Sparta's just not very tanky.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So whole combination of things happens there. They grip Madara from the fog. Maybe next time goes for the break with the hook shot. Doesn't end up connecting, and then they end up being able to push back with the cogs regardless. And now they found Puppey to blow him up. Thug is here as well. I don't know if this is what you want to do. Puck shows up. He is about to die, and maybe Yapstar can help him stay alive. They jump forward. Puck actually is able to juke off to the left, so he's going to stay alive from this for the moment, but, well, stick charges and duel. Now they got him. He is caught. Can they kill, though? The Impale can come out. The nice Impale to turn around. They save his life. Great play from mid one. Thunders to save his pal, and Spartan going to go down as well. That was the turnaround they needed.
They finally come to Sparta's aid. I actually feel so bad for Sparta right now, because I actually don't even think he's playing bad at all, but I feel like as a stand-in, you know, you're just there to kind of listen to instructions, and if he's not making the rotations, I'm gonna have to assume that nothing is being told to him.
Yeah.
So he's just forced to eat chrono after chrono. That's like the third time he's died to chrono. All 3 deaths just because of 1 hero.
Oh, Sparta is in some trouble. They do get the ulti off, though. In the meantime, mid one able to take down Spartan. They turn, they duel, take down that Ursa. Ace is dead. Can they find any more? Mid one, Path of Reflection. Thug's taking a lot of damage from this as well, but maybe next time they keep up out. They get the bash. They get the kill. Madara making it work. Roche at low HP. Sparta, he needs to be able to come in and take this one away. He throws out one of the orbs. It's not going to connect, though. Maybe next time taking damage from the other. Trying to walk away from this, but now they've caught Sparta, and he doesn't have anywhere left to go. Madara takes him down. Skylark turns on a Puppey. The Nightmare gets transferred over as well, keeping Madara alive. They have the long-range race a little bit off the mark, but they still find the bash and the kill on a Puppey. Mouse, they fight by the pit and take down 4.
All right, they need to finish Roshan, like, right now. Secret is coming back in 10 seconds. They definitely have enough damage. All right, this is a huge win for Mouseport. What looked like a disaster for the million ends up being a blessing in disguise. They are now 1,000 gold up with a very, very strong Shadow Fiend.
Aegis, Hurricane Pike, 1,000 gold on top of it. He's got his 15 talent, so the extra 150 health. Everything that you could want at this point. And I don't know how you deal with this guy. They got Io behind him as well.
Top tower is under attack.
They can definitely blow him up. Oh
my god, Chrono connects. That's a ton of damage. They're also going to be able to find the stun coming in from Yapstar, though. Skylark low on HP, but Thug manning up against Ace, almost able to take him down. Hook that connects. They got him caught. They're going to get him killed as well. Ace in trouble. They're even going to think about dueling, and they do find the kill. They find the win. Yapstar fallen. 4 dead again. Mouse Sports, they've come in, and they're dominating Secret.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
This is looking bad for Secret. Mid one is going to have to work so hard to put them back into this game, because without this Terrorblade, they're just not going to be able to fight. And the scary part is, you know, Mouseport, they're gaining momentum, and eventually, at some point, they're going to have the items that they need to just ignore the rest of the team and just kill off mid one every single time. You're gonna get BKBs on everyone, and they're just gonna be like, okay, we see mid one, we duel him, we kill him, and then the team fight's over.
And how quickly they went to the next objective as well. I mean, they still have like 3.5 minutes on this Aegis. This is gonna be a full another lane of tier 2 towers, and Secret just need to try and trade at this point.
Oh, Secret, they are spotted out, I believe. Yeah, they're standing right on the ward. They're just wasting your time right now.
They have all complete and total vision, while bottom lane...
mid lane duel.
Alright, there's the catch on to Puck. They got him again. Great Nightmare. Beast Grip as well, trying to get out. They turn it back around. Ace, if he get a double kill here, this might end up being great, but Thug, he's going to live through it for the moment, trying to run away. That's Aegis down already. Can they find anything else off the back of this? I don't think so. There's the hook shot, counter initiation. They got it onto 1. Still dealing the damage. They're actually able to take down Sparta off to the side. Get him. But Thug is going to go down. They eventually find that kill, and Secret somehow able to turn this back around. Maybe next time looks to be chased down by Ace. And I think in the end, Mouse might have got a little bit too big for their britches.
That was such a risky duel, as well as relocate. I mean, they were standing on top of the wards, so they knew exactly where the rest of Secret were. I think to expect the rest of the team to come in like that should have been, or the expectation for the rest of the Secret to be there, it has to be there.
Yeah. I completely agree, and that's the type of, you know, kill giveaway that's just... I mean, look, think about what might have happened there if even they trade tier 2 tower top for tier 2 tower bottom, which I don't think they would have had to necessarily. There is a duel down bottom, and this looks to be a pickoff, and not quite a duel victory. He's waiting for the overwhelming odds, throws it, misses it, can't kill Yapsor. Now Skylark gonna have to blink away.
Rest of the team here, and there's a Madara is. Oh no, he's not.
Oh, pump fake, top puppy. All right, puppy's going down. And I don't think they get Yapsor here. Maybe Rocket Flare? Ooh,
that was on the mark, but...
Relocate? Oh, God! Do it! Do it one time! Do it one time! One time! Oh, he's almost got him! Kill Yapsor! Oh, he's not going to make it happen. Oh, I wanted that moment. That would have been great. I don't, you know, bias caster, call it what you want. A relocate for the kill steal. That would have been pretty hype.
That would have been a sick play. I mean, I definitely agree with you there. You definitely want to... You always want to see something like that work out, right? And that was so close.
Yeah.
He managed to connect one ball, but unfortunately not able to get the other ones.
Yep. Well, 20 minutes into it, and the game is back to about even between the two of them. It does definitely feel still as if mouz are the ones in control and dictating the tempo of this game. But Secret, in those couple of instances, have been able to take advantage of mouz getting too aggressive.
Definitely. And Ursa is getting pretty close to the Basher. It's going to be a very strong pickup here. Gives him the opportunity to actually burst down some of these mouz sports heroes before they even get to move. Oh, Spartan.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, do they need to try and play the pickoff game again? How do you feel like mouz want to try and play the next few minutes? Because their lineup can sort of... I guess it's more pickoff oriented with the IO still.
I think you definitely want to find pickoffs, but you should definitely take into consideration like which ones are worth going for and which ones aren't. Because right now it feels like they feel like they're so far... They feel like they're strong enough to just run at anyone who shows up on the map, but that is clearly not the case. So, without information on where the positioning of everyone else is, I think they just sit back and farm, and eventually I think they'll be able to gain somewhat of a lead over Secret, because Secret do have to show respect to the pickoff potential, and they're smoked up right now, all 5 of them.
The route they're taking is going to pass right by Thug. And with Nyx Assassin scouting it out first. Oh, wait a minute, though. We got the rest of mouz coming in. Yapsor spots him. They pop the shrine. He's staying alive. This could be big. They don't quite get him out in time. The relocate instead is not going to be on the mark. Maybe next time. He's going to try and get out of there, but it doesn't happen. Killing spree from mid one. They found 2. Going to take the stack as well. Now the chase forward. They found Spartan also. He manages to relocate back in, but instead of dying to Ace, he's going to die the mid one.
And just like that, mid one somehow managing to just farm up a Storm. He is now top net worth, managing to pass up a Shadow Fiend in farm, and he's got BKB, Sanjin Yasha, as well as a Mask of Madness.
Dire's middle
the tables have turned.
Under attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you chrono this Terrorblade. Okay, well, Madara solo chrono.
That was the Shadowblade reveal.
He's had it for a while. He just never got to use it.
Okay. Shadowblade used.
Shadowblade used.
They do have a Maelstrom done on the Void, so that's another thing that, you know, eventually get into Mjolnir later. What year is it? Mask of Madness, Mjolnir, Faceless Void? It's been a while.
This was the build even when I played.
Yeah. 5
years ago.
Before
you even started playing Dota.
I know. I was just a cook in a kitchen at that point.
You never made me food.
I never made what?
You never made me food.
I know, I'll do that next time. Next time we're together, I'll make you something. Alright, 15 to 19. Make you some food. 23 minutes in. It is Secret with a little bit of a lead here. But I gotta be a little bit concerned. Like, if this Void starts getting into damage and, you know, if he's able to chrono mid one, they do have a couple of saves. Oh, he's dead. They got him.
Not rise in my presence.
I mean, I think Secret are gonna be happy with where they are now. I mean,
Yeah.
Mousesports just threw away what 2 engagements in a row, and with that, Mid One is now in this position where he is just so damn strong. It's gonna require a very good chrono from Faceless Void, as well as I'm gonna have to say that Shadow Fiend is most likely gonna need a BKB if they want to make anything of that chrono, because right now I feel like if they chrono anyone, it's just going to be a little difficult to actually secure that kill, just because of the fact that Puppy most likely will be sitting in the back and will sleep whoever is caught.
Right. Well, true enough. Well, they do have a potential for a relocate here. Skylark walked out, ended up right into a creep wave, unfortunately, and, well, all that patience is not going to be rewarded, as we do see the rest back out. Oh, yep, Sor, he's walking through the mid lane as well. He might walk inside that sentry ward. He did for a second. Skylark spotted him. Can they bait this out? Do they have detection? They do now, and now they're going to be able to get him. There's going to be the duel. They turn it back around. Can they get this kill? The call switch back onto Ace as well. They're able to take down 1, but now they're going to end up losing 2 most likely, as maybe next time's going to fall, but the Faceless Void coming in from behind. The Chronosphere maybe a little bit late. He needs to time this perfectly. He does manage to isolate 1. That's going to be Ace brought down. No, the Grip! He's going to stay alive! They end up turning it back around! Mid one, no, the relocate! They all lose their lives! Oh, Spartan! Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know that he's feeling bad after that one.
That one hurts real bad.
Man. All right, well, 19-20, but it could have been a lot better. And that fight, it felt like it was one of those that could, you know, put the thug Shadow Fiend back on his feet, but now hurting a little bit. And
Mousesports, they seem to be kind of shaken up after how the game has been going. I feel like a lot of mistakes are coming out right now. This is always kind of the thing that potentially happens in the middle of a match. You know, your game plan just kind of goes out the window and you don't feel as confident. Oh, maybe next time. You're going to get caught out again.
Uh-oh. Didn't even spot that one. Looking up top here, they aren't going to end up going on to mid one. So, a pick-off, 20-20, but further into the favor of Secret. After a really good game 1, Secret have, or rather, after a good game 1 for Mouse, Secret are starting to pull it back together for themselves. It's the longest Roche respawn possible, and it respawns right as the Ursa leaves.
They'll probably check it one more time. No. They're probably not really concerned about it right now. They know that it's going to be really difficult for Mousesports to take it under their noses. They're just going to probably make another smoke movement sometime soon, then turn that into an objective after they win another engagement.
Madara's going to get scouted here, it looks like. No, he just stayed right out of vision. All right, now he's scouted.
Got the Mjolnir.
Yeah. It is a smoke to the top lane. Skylark is the lone one here. Do they decide to head up and try and mess with her? Legion. Oh, no, they turn. Instead, it's going to be Roche.
They're a little cautious right now. I mean, they're ahead, but you still have to respect the fact that there is a Chronosphere on the other side. Faceless Void isn't exactly weak either. He's got Mjolnir on top of that.
Oh, yeah, so are they. Mid one, getting big and bad and in front of everybody. Skylark trying to run away. He is still in trouble. Needs to skirt around the edge. The juke, the jive, not enough as the Yapzor found for the kill. If there was somebody who could KS, it's certainly him.
Trying to juke a 10k player. Good luck with that. Mid one didn't even hesitate. He knew exactly what he was going to do.
Yeah.
That was impressive, actually.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right. They're moving in to take down Roche. It was a good chrono, but not enough. And Team Secret, again, just like knowing exactly where to go. They're scouting out everybody around the Roche pit. They find it before mouz can initiate. They force the buyback from Legion Commander as well. Doesn't even end up making that big of a difference.
Top tower is under attack.
So
was Thug unable to use his ulti there? I feel like, yeah, he still has it, so I'm kind of curious as to where he was in that team fight. I mean, if you have a chrono there, I think you just drop Requiem Souls, or even for like regardless of where you are in that, because since there wasn't really much follow-up on the left side of the chronosphere, Puck was able to get away, and then Void was kind of pulled away from the team fight.
Yeah,
kind of gives free reign to the Terrorblade.
Well, and he's definitely been playing better since that early rough start that he's had into a Yule Scepter now. Can get that next talent depending upon what it is, and currently, you know, the highest, he's relatively high in the net worth as far as heroes that aren't cores. Let's see, Skylark, been a little bit rough for him. They do not quite find Yapzor. Nice blink away by him.
How is Yapzor so high level? He's like almost level 20. He's the same level as the Faceless Void, who's 8-1 and 8.
He did get that kill onto Skylark. He's been able to be a part of a lot of kills, 15 of them so far. I guess that's probably the main way. Picking up bounty runes and not buying wards. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that they're going to chrono the Puck here in a second. They're thinking about it at least. Is there a gem on anybody? Do you have gems on the map? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so this pickup by Ace, this is something I wanted to see from I forgot which team was playing.
Yapzor again finding the kill, and he has been playing a great game on this Nyx Assassin. Oh, hook shot in, just trying to get away. He'll be able to get out.
Running away from the big bad Terrorblade. Mid one is just so scary right now.
Bottom tower is under
And
attack.
Nyx has that 120 GPM talent, so that net worth is really going to start to skyrocket for him.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Mid one almost finishing up his butterfly as well is going to be very problematic for mousesports to take him down, since such a large portion of their damage is, in fact, physical damage. Unless for some reason Thug is able to stand on top of them and drop the Requiem, which I do not expect to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's got BKB now, but that's probably not the best play in the world, just to like jump in and pop it. Like, mid one probably does enough damage that he can just blow him up regardless. He does have that +2 souls. So Yapzor, does he get the stun? I thought about it, but not going to go for it. So where do you go right now for Secret? You've got Aegis on mid one. You've still got a 12,000 net worth lead. Do you think that there is any worry at all that as the game goes on, they need to like try and shut it down? Like, I know that Ursa is sometimes thought of as a hero that falls off a little bit. Is that something you'd be concerned about at all?
No, not really. I think Ursa is still pretty good late game. You just have him deal with one person. Mid lane. Oh, that would have been such a big kill.
Yeah, relocate back. That keeps him alive. And, well, the time walk also.
Yeah, they missed their stun, so even he wasn't worried. They do have to be worried about losing the Wisp here, though. That would be pretty bad.
Yeah, they got Fiend Script. There's going to be the tether away, and he will live through that.
I actually thought the stun was like perfectly timed, but apparently not. So they do have to be a little careful still. They want to do something with the Aegis, but you don't want to risk it. Especially because there is a Chronosphere waiting for you.
Yeah. That's a scary one. Yapzor here just to break any smokes that might come out or scout things out as they put themselves in a position. He's ready to jump if there is somebody that walks too far forward. And, in fact, Madara. Alright, he's just going to chrono him. So, they spot out Yapzor, they find the kill.
He's worth it, right?
Yeah, totally. That's 700 gold. Oh, man.
Yeah, Madara is going to be happy about that one. Working towards a a Bloodthorn.
Time dilation. Thug gonna TP out of here. I don't think they get within range to catch him. In the meantime, maybe next time it's on the other side of the map. Do they try and relocate for this? If he can get a hook shot off? No. They're not gonna do it. They're playing it really safe. I've been impressed by Secret's play still, because like you've still got you know, the Aegis gone. They don't try and push anything, as you were saying. They're feeling comfortable as the game goes later. You know, trying to overstep is how you get punished, certainly.
Yeah. Especially since Yapzor is picked off right now. They're just going to wait for him. Yep. Not going to risk anything. Linking Sphere is going to be mid-one's next item. Getting very close to it as well.
Yeah.
And if he picks up this Lincoln, I mean, it's not exactly... I don't think there is really anything to break his Lincoln, so... Duel, not going to be an option to shut him down. Going to have to be off the back of a Chrono, and with that Butterfly pickup, I don't know if anyone has the damage to do to actually deal with them.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Spartan? He is a little dead.
DD Terrorblade will do that to you. And in the meantime, they've also found Skylark. Yapzor, Yule's Scepter setup. There's the Impale that comes through as well. Can they get here in time, though? Mid-one, he is going to find him down on the low ground, trying to run away, but to no avail. Yapzor doing what he does best, making sure that he sets up these kills for his teammates. The hook shot to the low ground, that'll keep maybe next time alive. But that is the danger of a Nyx Assassin in the late game.
And with that, Secret are now going to do a bit of damage to this tower. This is what Secret are waiting for. They're just waiting for Mousesports to make a mistake. They're not in a rush to put themselves in that position where they can make mistakes.
Now, Cogs to push everything back. Thug's going to try and clear through the creep wave, but look at the damage from mid-one. They're going to force to pop the glyph. They do still have a Chrono available, but it's hard to use that on mid-one here with Puppy right behind him, ready to counter-initiate, as well as Ace and everybody else. The tower's going to end up going down. No way to stop it yet. Jump forward, Chrono's down. Then buy back on the Legion, trying to take him down. There's the Yule Scepter lift up. The sleep is there for mid-one. Gets the BKB turnaround. Do they have enough damage? They got caught by the coil. Oh, the great play. And now maybe next time, going to end up getting ran down by mid-one. They have the lift up onto that Faceless Void yet again. Yapzor creating that separation. There's the phase. And now able to jump away. Sparta's still alive. No more initiation for Mouz. How do you take this fight? Another Spike Carapace, and now the Diffusal Blade Skylark trying to run away and is going to be brought down. A full lane of Brax going to get taken. Perfect team fight from Secret.
Mid-one is just too strong for Mousesports to deal with right now.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
He didn't even get his BKB off. I was like thinking about how he would react to the Chronosphere, but a little too difficult for him. So I don't think they had vision as well. So without BKB and being in the Chrono, he only managed to get down to like 25%. So
Score Snap, he's caught, he's dead. Good game gets called. Mouz lose game number 2. Secret showing they're considered one of the better teams in Europe for a reason.
I definitely think that Mouseport at a certain point in the game, they definitely had the tools to actually win the game, but I think like back-to-back mistakes just kind of threw away their lead with that, and Team Secret, being the experienced team that they are, did not let go of that of that lead once they did have it.
So how do you feel like Secret dealt with the IO? Like, did they have enough of the answers?
I think, like, in a perfect world for Mousesports, I would say that Secret didn't exactly have the best answers for the Wisp, but they played off of Mousesports' overcommitment, like, very well. They just kept punishing these mistakes time and time again until they managed to bring themselves back into the game and just never let go of that.
Yeah. I was really impressed. I think that Mouz really put themselves, and like you said, in a position to win, and that Aegis fight to me felt like it was like those couple of fights were very game defining. You had like Mousesports able to take the Aegis, win a huge team fight, take a full lane of tier 2 towers, and then they went down bottom and then, like, you know, again pushed out the full wave, but then they decided to go for that duel and relocate mid, and that was like a really big momentum swing into the favor of Secret. And then, of course, later on, the IO misplay where Bane was able to take advantage by Fiend scripting, or rather, Fiend scripting the Shadow Fiend. So I don't know. I completely agree with you that there were good ports about both of it. I feel like it might be worth it to ban the IO, though.
I think so too. I think they played it pretty well both games. Just don't risk it and don't deal with it. I think that Team Secret are gaining momentum now too. I think they're feeling comfortable with or they might be understanding how their stand-in is playing right now too. So I think they can kind of adjust to it as well.
For sure. All right, well, ladies and gents, that's going to do it for game number 2. We got game number